Hello, lovelies. It's G here from God Third Terror, and I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets. So let's go ahead and jump in and find out what Spirit has for you today, okay? So, I'm getting here that somebody is confused or somebody here is unsure of what direction to go in, okay? Now, this could be somebody who knows that they are being directed towards something that's going to be very profitable or is going to elevate them. They're on a journey right now to elevation, okay? Okay, I'm getting it. And Spirit is saying that there is something that you need to cut away, something that is causing you concern, okay? And cutting this thing away is going to help you to raise your vibration and be seen from a higher elevation. Whatever this is like some kind of thief, okay? It's stealing your energy, it's stealing your focus, okay? And it's leaving you in this Seven of Cups energy of like which path to take, which direction to take, and just feeling kind of like in a fog or in confusion, okay? And whatever it is, it's keeping you at a distance. Instead of having you like actively living and chasing after your dreams, it's kind of keeping you in fantasy, or it's keeping you, in your head, just keeping everything in your head, keeping everything just in thoughts, okay? Definitely. With this wealthy man here, Spirit, it says that there is somebody, okay, that they are going to get you to partner up with, okay? Yeah. I'm also getting a double message out of this. For some of you, you could have a person in the past. This person is kind of, with this wealthy man, is kind of coming off to me as like a kind of King of Pentacles. So this person could be an earth sign energy. Oh, the vibe just totally lowered when I started talking about this person. They want to interject themselves. Yeah, let's clear that energy off. We're not going to talk about that. But anyway, cut this off. Cut this energy off. Yeah, because the honest truth is that person, whoever that person is, they're in poverty. They're giving me like King of Pentacles in reverse vibes. They're giving me unstable. They're giving me unfounded. But anyway, yeah. Partnership. Yeah, this past person or whoever that other person is that's actually in poverty, that's in despair, they would consider a partnership with you some kind of like, yeah, this is giving me like scammer vibes, okay? Ugh, this person's vibe, yeah, like just starting to talk about this person like lowered the whole vibe, because I was feeling really high vibe in this very beginning when we were talking about cutting this off. Yeah? Can you pull some cards that would be hints or clues for the collective so they know exactly who or what this is? Expectation at one point. It's somebody that always keeps you waiting, or it's something that always keeps you waiting. It's like this expectation that it's going to come in, 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 but it never does. So it could be a person that always leaves you an expectation, that always leaves you on red, that always, that only comes towards you when they need something for you. But for a lot of you, this is like a mindset. There's something here about a mindset that's stealing. It's like this kind of like keeping you trapped in fantasy and constantly keeping in your thoughts. It could be fears that keep you from making a decision. It's like this indecisive energy of like, I keep waiting around, expecting it to show up or expecting it to happen. But yeah, I'm hearing, where's the foundation? So for some of you, there is like a lack of foundation here. If whatever this relationship is, right? Like, so whatever this is that you're having a relationship with here, that you're having a connection with, there is no foundation. So this is a person that never shows up, or they never give you their time, or it's a job that doesn't appreciate you and keeps saying, hey, yeah, we'll give it to you, we'll give it to you, we'll give you your flowers later, we'll give you your flowers later, just keep sacrificing now, keep sacrificing now, keep sacrificing now for nothing. And then they end up giving the promotion to somebody else or some BS like that, right? So it's like there's always some future promises. There's always the future will be better, just keep struggling now kind of energy. And Spirit is saying, get out of the struggle now. Like, there is a path opening up to you that involves you cutting this off and walking away, and your vibration is going to skyrocket, because it's going to cut a lot of like concern out of your life, because you'll actually be walking towards like actually actively manifesting this into your life. You are on a journey towards this elevated perspective, or towards this elevated position in life, okay? Something significant about a rose here, the Lovers, a gift. So you have a choice. There's something here about using a gift or using an idea or something that you were given by Spirit, okay? So there's either some kind of natural talent, natural gift, like Spirit is saying it's time to stop making that like your side option, you know, and making that your main focus, you know? So this would be like transitioning from your side hustle into your main hustle, and then making the job that you're giving more priority, like a side job, or like stepping down to like part-time or something like that. Because Spirit is saying like this is going to require energy from you, and there's going to have to be some kind of sacrifice, even if it's like, you know, tightening the purse strings for a little bit, cutting off some of your conveniences, you know. Yeah. If you want this to change, if you want there to be a change in this energy, you know, you have to move your energy, you have to move different, you have to change it up yourself. Okay? Yeah. So Spirit's saying like, show me that you're putting in the work. And Spirit's saying that you are working, but there's something that they really want you to work on that you have not been working on because you're so busy working on something else. Because you think this is the priority, but Spirit's saying actually right now this is the priority, which is why you are meeting which is why it feels like you're just, I'm seeing somebody just running and running and running, but they have like a band or they have something like attached, just like constantly pulling them back. And it's because Spirit is saying like, what you are trying to focus on is not what we really want you to focus on right now. Message. That's a message for you. So what is it that you really, really want them to focus on, Spirit? Okay. Mature woman came out, but it came out kind of in the block position. So focus on attracting rather than chasing. There's something here about magnetizing your energy, because right now you are out of your power and it's stealing. It's stealing your focus, or it's stealing your energy, being out of your power, out of your energy, or out of your element. Like there's something here where it's like you're fighting against how you're naturally wired. So some people are wired for grind culture, right? Like some people are get up, go, 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 go. And some people are more wired and work better with more rest, work better with more, you know, like you don't do better. You do better not having like 80 different projects going at once. You know, some people can thrive in that energy and some people can't. Know yourself, know who you are, and even if what you are, who you are, how you work best, or how you learn best is not the average, is not the norm, you know, it's not the standard of what our society says you should be doing or what you should be prioritizing. You should be prioritizing what actually works for you, right? And there's something here about like going against, like you're actually tiring yourself out, going against your natural way, or going against naturally what you're being drawn to. Spirit is showing me again somebody swimming and swimming and swimming and just swimming upstream. And it's like, so they're showing me like a river, and they're showing me you like swimming upstream, because a little bit further upstream you see like a raft or you see something, right? But Spirit is trying to guide the stream. So there's like a main stream with like two like cross streams like this, and you're trying to swim to this top stream, you know. And Spirit and the current keeps trying to push you into this other way, and you're just like no, and I'm not sure why you're like no for some reason. Oh look. Main female, there's that rose I was talking about. And it's like, I'm not sure why you're fighting so hard against that. I don't know if you think like you need to go big or go home, or you need to race towards something that other people are achieving. But Spirit says what other people are achieving or what they are supposed to be achieving, and what you are supposed to be achieving is something different. And that doesn't make you like, there's some kind of like societal pressure. It's like, say that you're like, oh, well, I'm this age, so I should have a home, and I should have this, or I should have that by now, you know, and maybe you're fighting towards that. But Spirit's like, actually, it would be much better if you didn't have like, you know, if you didn't have a mortgage tying you down to a certain place, if you didn't have responsibilities tying you down to a certain place, maybe you're being asked to travel, or you're going to get an opportunity to move somewhere different or to do something. And you're going to be like, wow, I'm super happy that job or that mortgage or that something fell through, because now I can actually walk away with strings cleared. You know, I don't have all these responsibilities that I would have had before that's stopping me. So Spirit is saying if you just stop and go with the flow. So that again, they showed me somebody just and relaxing back and letting the flow just like carry them back down to that one stream. And then it's like, oh, look, there's a raft. There's a raft the whole time. So it's like there's an easier way to accomplish what you are trying to do, and Spirit wants you to work smarter, not harder. And Spirit is saying like, Stop. Put an end to it. Put it into your concerns. Put it into you feeling like Spirit expects you to like perform in a certain way, because there's something here about the fact that it's like you feel like Spirit is like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And Spirit is saying, that's not really us saying that. That's your expectations. That's society. That could be other people's wants and desires, you know, filtering through their advice that they're giving you, and it's like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, and it's like Spirit's like, no, you don't. You need to just go do this. Stop fighting against what you naturally want to do. Stop fighting against who you naturally want to be. Stop fighting against who you naturally want to be around. Stop fighting against who you naturally, you know, like, you're gonna if you really, really, really spend some time, like, for this message is for people who have spent enough time going inside meditating that you've cut off a lot of your low vibrational activities or your low vibrational friends or people who drag you down. But there is this one thought process or this one thing that, and it's like this feeling that, again, it's like you feel like Spirit has the super high expectation set for you. It's like jump, 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 jump. And you're just constantly jumping, and Spirit's like, no, we're actually setting the bar like lower, and it's like baby steps. It's like take baby steps. It's like you keep jumping and missing and jumping and missing and jumping and missing, because Spirit said at one day you need to be up here. One day you're going to have a house, and you're going to have a home, and you're going to have, you know, you're going to have a career, and you're going to have a family, and you're going to have this, and you're going to have that, and you're going to be walking down your path and doing all that. And you're like, oh my gosh. And it's like you're trying to jump straight to step 35. And Spirit's like, no, we're just asking you to go to step 2. That's it. Just take a step forward to step 2. It's okay. Stop trying to jump steps because you feel like somebody here might feel like they're a late bloomer, or they're getting a late start, or they're just like, wow, I have to rush forward. And I have to rush forward and do like 80 different steps at once. And Spirit's like, no, you're burning yourself out doing that. So just slow down. Just slow down, because it's leaving you in this feeling of despair, which is lowering your vibration. Because you're constantly feeling like you're not good enough, or you're constantly feeling like you're not doing enough, or you're not accomplishing enough. And Spirit's like, just calm down. Like, stop being so hard on yourself. Yeah, you're trying to be this false version of yourself that is not who you are, right? You're trying to wear this mask to keep up with society's thoughts or expectations, or maybe your family expects you to do all this, but right now you just want to goof off, or not goof off, but you want to do something else. Something like that, and you're just like, wow, I have all these expectations, right? I have all these expectations weighing heavily on me, and it's actually keeping you kind of like in like a paralyzed, or like a you know, you're like, oh, there's so much. It's like Spirit keeps saying, you keep trying to shoot for the stars, and like you'll get there, but like, build a rocket ship first. Learn rocket science first. You know, like pick up your first book and start reading about how to build a rocket ship. You know, like you're sitting there trying to jump to space, and Spirit's like, if you just listen to us, we'll show you and we'll lead you to the library where you can check out that book about how to build a rocket ship, and you can start with just reading about how to get a rocket ship, and then you can start making plans to build a rocket ship, and then you can start budgeting and saving to build a rocket ship, and then you can start buying your materials, and then you can start building, and then you can start constructing, and then you can come to launch day, and then you can get in the rocket ship and blast off into space, and you're like, hey, I finally got here. But you're not going to get here just trying to start at 0 and just jumping, you know, and just trying to jump up, you know. And the Spirit's like, that's why you feel depressed. Like, that's why you feel down, because that's the equivalent of what you're trying to do. And it's like you're setting yourself up for failure. And Spirit's like, we don't want you to do that. You're seeing yourself as not capable of being able to do it, because honestly, like, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, you're not giving yourself the tools that you need, you know, to get there. And so we see why you feel like, oh, I can't do this, Spirit, because it's so big, and it's so this, and it's so that. Spirit's like, break it down into pieces. We're not asking you to do it all at once. You're on a journey to get there, okay? You're on a journey to get there, and you will get there, you know? You will get there. And there's this energy of stop chasing and attracting. Allow something to start attracting into you, okay? It's like baby steps, you know? it's hard to work on 1,000 different things. You know, it's hard to, to cut off everything that's toxic and change your weight overnight and, change your diet and, start reading all these spiritual books, start doing all your shadow work, start going to therapy, start moving your body, start working out, start dieting, start change up your job, get a new place, save up, but also travel, but also that's a lot. Spirit is like, it's okay. It's okay. Slow down. You got the time. You'll get there. You're going to get your justice, but things need to be balanced. Things need to be balanced, and you're kind of like you're falling and crushing yourself under the weight of like these huge expectations that Spirit's saying we're not even putting on you. Like we're not even like, expecting all that right now. We're just telling you someday we know that you're going to walk down this path and you're going to do that, and it's going to be important. So just a heads up, but it's not like we're expecting you to become a millionaire overnight and suddenly be able to have a business and no rocket science. They're making a joke. They're showing me that scene from the first Avengers where, Tony Stark gets on to the aircraft. I can't remember what it's called, but they get onto the aircraft and then, and he's like, oh, you just need to do this. You just need to do that. It's like, did nobody read the homework? And, what is her name? Hill is like, when did you become an expert in thermo, whatever she says, and he's like, last night. And it's kind of like Spirit's like, you're like, it's like, you're not Tony Stark, and that's okay, right? You're not gonna magically learn something overnight, right? You're just gonna have, you're human, and you're just gonna have to put in the work, and it's Spirit saying, and we know that you're putting in the work, like we know, but it's like you're doing too much. You're trying to do too much. We actually want you to relax a little bit. We actually want you to just take a couple of deep breaths. Don't feel bad about taking days off. Work a little bit here, work a little bit there, do what you can do. But make plans and make certain steps forward. Yes, but it's like you're keeping yourself in this kind of catatonic state, or you're keeping yourself like it's so big, it's so much, there's so much to carry all at once. It's like, well, we're not asking you to carry the whole world on your shoulder. Take little bites and you'll get there. They're not asking you to move a mountain all at once. They're just asking you to move a rock. Move this rock, then move the next rock, and then move the next rock, and then move the next rock. And slowly over time, your strength will build up and you'll be able to move bigger rocks and bigger rocks and bigger rocks. And sooner, you'll have people coming along, and they're showing me like a whole village coming around you, slowly. And then some of those people aren't just hand moving the rocks, they have shovels, and then other people come along and they have big cat excavators and dump trucks and stuff, and slowly over time you'll be able to move that mountain, or you'll be able to climb that mountain, which is so weird because it's making me feel like in a work email that I got the other day, it had a quote from Muhammad Ali, which was, it's not the mountains that you will climb that causes the problems. It's the rock, it's the pebble in your shoe. And so it's the little things. Spirit's concentrate on the little things, and the little things will add up to big things. Concentrate on what you can do right now, today, and just do a little bit at a time. Yeah. So get into your masculine energy, in that way where you're planning, and then you're attracting to you. Where you're, feminine energy, downloading the information, but allowing the big major moves to come into you, or the opportunities to come into you. But right now they're asking you to just pick up the book and learn how to do it. Because when the opportunity knocks on your door, you're going to be like, actually, I know exactly how to do that because I've been studying it and I know how you do this and this and this. And people are like, great, perfect. You need to find balance right now in that. Yeah, because right now you're keeping yourself trapped. Or you're feeling trapped under the weight of oh my God, what do I do? Where do I go? Which direction? What cup do I take? Where's my healing? How do I heal? How do I get my justice? Where's my fortune? What do I do? And keeping you in all that energy is keeping you kind of stuck. And I think you're also worried about falling on your face, or you're worried about making a fool of yourself. Okay? But Spirit's also saying with this Magician in reverse, you could be getting some kind of mixed messages from yourself or from people around you. You could also be receiving mixed messages from your guides, because you guys, our guides aren't omnipresent, just They see things from their perspective. It's a much higher perspective than we have, but it's not perfect. They're not infallible, you know? So they only know what they know, right? So for some of you, this is getting kind of mixed messages from your guides. Like, all your guides don't always agree. Like, some of your guides are going to be like, I think she should do this, or I think he should do this. And the other guides are going to be like, no, they should do this. Like, maybe they should work on this. Hey, no, maybe they should do that. You know, it's like, it's that kind of energy where it's like, sometimes you feel kind of like, where, huh? I'm just getting this feeling of mixed messages. Like, you've been getting mixed messages, and it's because you're listening to a lot of different people's perspectives on something. Yeah, exactly. Look. You've been getting these mixed messages, and it's making you feel kind of weird. And this Queen of Swords in reverse came out here under despair. Like, there's something here about a lack of boundaries. Or, like, you need to set higher boundaries on, like, whose opinion is allowed to influence you, or whose opinion pulls you in certain directions, okay? Yeah, because you've been receiving, like, all these different messages, and you're taking them all on as truth. When Spirit is saying, like, it's going to leave you in the sense of, like, a lack of decision, or a lack of self-truth, or a lack of knowing your own personal truth. So slow down with taking everybody else's opinion and really focus on you and your opinion. What's true to you? What do you really love? What do you really like? What do you feel drawn to? This is some emotional development that you are being called to do right now. Yeah, this is a karmic lesson for you right now. You are being asked to end this cycle here for yourself, because it's bringing this big, like, concern energy here, just this big despair energy. It's actually taking a lot of your energy. It's disrupting a lot of your natural energy, and yeah. And Spirit is saying it's actually distracting you from the cup that's actually meant for you, right? That Seven of Cups where it's like, what do I do? Where do I go? What? Spirit's like, this one. This is it. This is what you do right now. This is how you do it. If you kind of cut out the chatter, that you will get what you need. Yeah, so I'm hearing the lyrics to a song right now, and I'm not sure exactly what song it is. I know it's by 53 Thieves, and it's 53 Thieves. That's crazy. And it was just like one line where it was like, I just took the long way home, and maybe I'll never know, but I just turned the lights out cold. Yeah, and then it goes into that. Ooh, look at what you started now. Ooh, look at what you're holding on. Yeah, okay, so yeah. So Spirit is saying, look at what you're holding on to, and there's something here, and it's a mindset for a lot of you, okay? I did, for a second, dip into the energy of a person, okay? Ugh. And I had to pull myself out of that person's vibe, because absolutely not. And as soon as I said, no, we're not doing that. Okay, the vibe definitely shifted and changed. So there is this kind of energy of, like, putting your foot down. Putting your foot down. Also, for some of you, you need to be very cautious, or very aware, or very decisive about, if you watch tarot or if you watch spiritual messages, what spiritual signs and what spiritual messages you're listening to, because some of them are false. And it's not coming from, like, a malicious intent to the reader or to the person who's delivering these messages, but there are some readers who are getting messages from low vibrational people, and they are allowing those messages into you, and you are and it is keeping a doorway open to you to low vibrational people from your past. So yeah, it's just going to be about having to really cater and, like, watch whose messages. And this is also about, like, not just about, like, tarot, but just about anything. It doesn't have to be spiritual content. Any kind of content that you're watching right now, be aware of what messages, you know, negative messages you could be taking on. Like, people that are like, this is how the world is. This is who people are. This is who men are. This is who women are. This is who this is. You know, and it's like, like people that are making like really like negative blanket statements, like the world is going to hell in a handbasket, you know. So if you're watching any kind of information like that, like spirit is telling you, they're not telling you to turn a blind eye to people suffering or to some realities, right? But they're really, really asking you to really cater and like whittle down what kind of content or what you're watching, what you're thinking about, because it's kind of like this energy of like you hearing it over and over and over and over again, and it's imprinting itself onto your reality, right? And it could even be getting you to manifest things that really aren't for you into your life, but this person's like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is how you feel, this is how you feel, this is how you feel. That happened to me the other day. Like, there was this tarot reader who I really respect, but over the past few like weeks or so, I've really been kind of stepping back from listening to her messages, because there is a lot of, this is how you feel like this, and it just feels kind of wrong, even though they're the messages that I'm getting drawn to, and I'm just like, nope. So that's just a indication for me that it's time for me to move on from that person, because we get drawn to different people. Like we get drawn to different readers and different content. And it's what we need to know right now, or it's what we need to learn right now, or it's, it's signs of what we're attracting in right now. And then, so if you're, it doesn't mean that person is a bad person, or that they're possessed, or they're tapping into low vibration, or they're a bad person or anything like that, or they're any less skilled than any other person. It's just this energy of kind of like, if you do get those messages and it's like, no, that's not for you, but you find yourself, like, we all have to use discernment, and we all have to understand that tarot is a tool just like anything else, and it can be used, and it can be used in a good way, but it can also get misused on your part, on other people's part. So it's always good to check yourself on, if you find yourself being drawn to messages that don't really like, that don't really actually land with you. I don't know. It's kind of weird for me to explain right now, but it's just kind of like, if you know, like, if you've been experiencing that, then you know what I'm talking about. Then this is a confirmation for you. Yeah, like, cut that off. Stop watching that. Stop doing that, because it's giving you this kind of vibe where it's like, this doesn't really vibe with me anymore. No, that's really not how I feel. And of course, like I said, like, we go in and out of being in people's collectives. Like, sometimes, like, a reader is going to be, delivering a certain message, and you need to hear that message now. And you could be done. You could be done hearing that message, and they could be shifting to give other people messages. Allow that to be what it is. And if that happens, just kind of gracefully let it go and be like, okay, well, thanks, this group of messages, what you're delivering right now, what you're tapping into right now is not for me. That's not how I feel. That's not what's going on. And sometimes we forget to check ourselves on the fact that, sometimes it's us. Sometimes it's not the reader. Sometimes it's just not our reading, or they're just not our reader. And sometimes people can get attached to those things, being like, every single thing that you say has to be for me. I've had people like that before, that have gotten like obsessed, like people in my real life that have told me they've been obsessed with watching my readings, and then they took something that I said in my reading that clearly obviously wasn't for them as for them, because some of my readings were for them, and then they really started treating me a different way in like real life, like in real life, when we'd see each other, or when we would hang out together, they got very like hostile and very, very hateful towards me. And I was just like, look, if you don't vibe with it, don't vibe with it. Don't let it attack you. Like, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. Know that it's not for you, but some people really take that shit to heart, for real. And it's just like, well, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Like, I'm just the messenger. Don't get mad at me. Yeah. So, this is a two-way street, and just like there's responsibility on me to cleanse my energy and know where I'm coming from, and to say my prayers and to do my things that I need to do on my side. You, as the watcher, also have to do things on your side to know what readings are for you, what people are for you, who's not for you, what messages are for you, what's not. Cater. Cater your content, okay? Cater your content to what truly resonates for you and what you need to hear. And if somebody triggers you, like, obviously there's something in that's reaching a part of you, and you're only feeling triggered because you're not ready to hear it. you know, and that's okay. Maybe you're not ready to hear it right now, but don't project that negative energy onto other people. Don't get mad at other people because you're not ready to hear the message. Or if the message is not for you, it's like, how dare you? This message doesn't resonate with me at all. Okay, then it's not your message. What do you want from me? This is not about you. Oh my gosh, how dare you? That's not how I feel at all. Okay, so weird. It's so weird. You gotta watch responsibly. Okay, yeah, exactly. Put that shit to an end. Exactly. Take control over what you're watching, what information you're taking in. Do that shit responsibly. Watch responsibly. Take in information responsibly. Question the information. Is it for me? Is it not for me? Does this resonate with me? Does this bring fear to my heart? Then it's not for you. Does this bring, confusion? Then it's not for you. Does this bring chaos into my life? Then it's not for you. You know? Because there is something here where Spirit is like, this is not a good source for you. You know? And for some of you, it could be, this could be a book. It could be a philosophy. It could be a teacher. It could be somebody that you think that you feel like you're vibing with, but this person really brings up a lot of fears and anxiety in you. This is not for you. Or this information is not for you. Or, if you're doom scrolling, or if you're watching a bunch of crazy, if you're watching a bunch of certain types of content that's making you feel very jaded about the world. Stop. Stop watching it. Stop watching it and go watch some kids movies or something. Go watch something that makes you smile, okay? That makes you laugh. That reminds you how there's beauty in the world. Yeah. Go, you're going to be really called in to really narrow down the company that you keep, the things that you put in your body, the things that you take in, information that you take in. So that's going to be the TV shows, the movies, the games, the content, the people, the food, the places that you're being drawn to. Spirit is really going to start narrowing those down to be okay, let's just hack, cut all that away and be okay, let's focus it down. There's something here. There's something hidden here, right? There's something hidden here, and it's something that's keeping you out of whack or out of balance, or it's keeping you out of focus. Yeah. Something here that's making you hold back your energy. There's something here that's either putting fear or putting doubt or putting confusion into your energy, and you need to cut it out. You need to cut the source out. Even if it's just temporary, I go through times when I'm just sometimes I love to watch Am I the Asshole Reddit post. And then sometimes I have to stop watching that because I'm just this is crazy. People are crazy sometimes. And I can feel when I'm okay, nope, stop. Or how I really, in the past, I wouldn't say enjoy, but I used to be very drawn into watching true crime stuff. I have to take that and its doses now because I'm just nope, this content is too harsh for my soul right now. I just have to be aware of that. So be aware of that, listen to it. If something gives you fear and anxiety, be this is not good for me, Also, something about the foods that you eat, pay attention because your stomach or your soul might be getting more sensitive to certain types of foods or certain types of activities. You might notice dude, why do I get gas every single time I watch this or I do this? And you might not be making a direct correlation to it, or there's something here that you're ignoring, your body is speaking to you through if you watch something or if you do something and you feel really tense afterwards and you're oh man, I gotta go have a beer, or I need to go sit down, I need to go smoke, or I need to go I just gotta go relax. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing that? If it's something that's voluntary, it's why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you purposely making yourself tense or making yourself I can't trust anybody, oh my god, everybody's a serial killer, what? Yeah, this is something, Spirit's it's something that you're putting a lot of effort towards. There's something else they want you to work on, something else they want you to plan for. They want you to plan and focus on something new. But this is a choice. It's on you. It's on you to make this choice, to make this decision, to cut out this confusion here and to cut out whatever's hidden here. For some of you, this definitely could be a person. It's and you don't put two and two together that every single time you're around this person, you feel drained. Every single time you deal with this, you get angry or you get triggered. And it's stop. Why are you exposing yourself to this? Why are you hanging out with this person if they make you feel like crap? What are you doing? Spirit's wake up. I see somebody being ugh, and you're just ugh, what am I doing this for? Like, gross. This makes me feel like crap. What am I tolerating this for? Get out of here. Yeah, exactly. And there's some kind of chaos, bickering, fighting, angry energy. For some of you here, you could have this feeling of resentment or this feeling of anger towards something, but it's kind of like misdirection. You know how like when a kid could be very upset or they're crying out for help, but they could be being like they could be. Sorry, my cat just tried to jump up on the table. Did not make it at all. Come on, babies. You can do it. Come on, babies. Come on. No, she's just looking at me. I'm not picking you up. Anyway, sorry. Where like a little kid is like misbehaving, but it's really because, a kid's misbehaving because they're calling out for attention. They're hurt. And it's like, hey, like what's actually really wrong, And you can behave in two ways. Either you can go, I don't know what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? You need to sit down. I need to discipline you. Do I need to send you off somewhere? Do you need to go sit in the corner somewhere? Do you need to go do this? Or are you going to sit down and you're going to go, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, I love you. I care about you. You're acting this way and doing these things. Like, here's some attention. Like, what's going on? So Spirit is saying some of you might be experiencing that where you're feeling really angry or you're feeling really mad and those are the same emotion. But anyway, but you're feeling just like tense or, like you're suspecting something or suspective of somebody and it makes you feel like this. It's like Spirit's like, you're not paying attention to this energy. You're not paying attention to like, well, what's underneath that? Like, why are you feeling angry? Why are you feeling frustrated? Is it because you really don't actually like this person and you need to stop hanging out with them? Is it because you really don't like this job and it's not for you, but you come home just like angry and stomping and exhausted all the time? Like there's your hint. There's your sign. It's not for you. Whatever it is, there's this kind of energy of, well, I just can't stand it. And they act like this and they do this. It's like, okay, well then stop. Then maybe this friendship, maybe this circle, maybe this, whatever it is, it's not for you. Yeah. It's time to have a brand new beginning because Spirit is giving you signs and synchronicities that it isn't for you. Listen to your body because your body's talking to you right now too. So again, like I said, you could be developing, again, as always, go to your doctor, talk to your professionals, if you're having any kind of health issues. But Spirit is saying that you might be, I don't want to say developing an allergy, but for some of you could be developing an allergy. And you literally could be allergic to the place that you work. Like, there's something here, like, where you're having some kind of physical reaction to a place because emotionally it's not for you or spiritually it's not for you. But again, like I said, at the end of the day, always go and speak to the professionals. Always go to your doctor if you're having any kind of health issues or health concerns. Hey, you made it. Please. Yeah. Again, if you have this kind of energy of where do I go? What do I do? Yeah. Ground into your masculine energy, okay, of planning and organizing and learning. There's something here that Spirit is guiding you to learn. There could be a class. There could be something. So if you've been thinking about signing up for something or doing something, yeah, you're going to be very passionate about this. Very, very passionate. And I do think that there is going to be a very kind, responsible leader in the environment that you're about to be put into. This could be a new work environment, or this could be a new, yeah, there's a very powerful person here that you're being guided to. I really feel like I really feel like you and this person are going to be, this could be like soul tribe, soul energy. Like, this person is going to feel very, very familiar, very like soulmate energy here, especially with the Lovers card coming out here too. Now, again, this relationship doesn't have to be romantic at all. But again, I really feel like, yeah, it could be though. I feel like you're going to be a little bit distanced emotionally from this, but I feel like there is definitely like an upgrade that could happen here. So you could go and take a class and have like a promotion or something like that in your job, or this could be you taking, I mean, this could be something like taking like a master class or taking like a Skillshare class or something. It's not promoted, unfortunately, unless you want to sponsor me. Hi, I will. But it's, yeah. Or it could be reading a book, or it could be, taking some kind of class. There's some kind of like information here that Spirit wants. Yeah, it's going to bring a lot of balance here to you. It really is. It's going to bring a lot of balance. Peace and harmony. Just kind of this reorganization energy I'm getting to, which is why I'm getting this kind of, it definitely could be cleansing something here in like your masculine, your own internal masculine energy here. Yeah. And it's tapping you into something more like very deeper. There's something here about like again, it could be learning more about yourself emotionally. There's something here about you're going to do this and unintentionally really tap into something very deeply emotional for you that's really going to help you. King of Pentacles. But that's really going to help you to and this is not the energy I was feeling beforehand. This is something different. Yeah, this energy is completely different than the energy that I was feeling beforehand. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. You see that? King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, this is big, like, soul contract, soulmate, union energy here. But I'm not getting a big love vibe off of it. I am getting like a big family vibe off of it. Yeah, I feel like this person is full of a lot of information and a lot of helpful communication. This could even be taking like a communications course. This could be, again, like I said, you're like, oh, I really want to learn how to, maybe you make content. You're like, I really want to learn how to put a lot of like cool edits on my videos. This could be you taking a class about learning how to do that. Whether or not you're going in person or you're going online, it's like a step in a direction towards building a foundation, like a really healthy foundation here for you. So if you do want to open a business, this is about you taking those classes, buying those books, getting those certifications, that is going to help you to develop that business or develop that skill or to develop that healthy foundation for yourself. Yeah, it's a step in a direction. It's a step in a direction towards something very healthy, right? Towards something where it's like there's a skill here, or there's something like, because the magician is somebody that is using all of your tools, at your disposal, and Spirit is saying that there are tools here that you might not even recognize that you have. For some of you, this could be about opening up to new spiritual gifts, or opening up to new, I'm hearing open up to new collectives, or opening up to new destinations. Okay, so there is something here. Yeah. And it's going to be sneaky. Like, you're not really going to see it coming. Like, it's really actually going to bring you a lot of growth and independence. And I really actually feel like it's actually, whatever the skill is or whatever this is, it's actually going to bring you a lot of wealth and abundance into your life. Definitely. And I feel like it's also going to, it's also going to give you like a new like goal to chase, or a new like, okay, focus to chase, it's going to make you feel very passionate. But there's something here about the fact that you're not communicating, or you're not using all the skills that you truly have. And this person's going to be like, you're incredibly talented, or you're incredibly skilled. This could be taking a class and then finding out, wow, like I really, really enjoy doing this craft, or doing this activity, or doing this. Like, I'm really freaking talented at it, and I had no idea, and it's going to bring all this to the surface for you. This is beautiful. Yeah. And it's definitely, there's actually going to be some kind of emotional development that happens here, like a big emotional development. Like I said, you're going from the Page of Cups straight up to the Queen of Cups. So not only are you going to build some kind of 3D like healthy foundation towards some kind of business or some kind of project or something like that, but you're also developing a lot emotionally. I really feel like, this could definitely be helping you to develop a type of like financial security here that is really going to help you to open up emotionally, because when we have the freedom of that financial freedom, it does allow us to open up emotionally to a lot of things when we feel safe, when we feel like, yeah, I'm good. Like all my bills are paid. I got, I got, if I get sick, I can go to the doctor. I got health insurance. I got food in my fridge. I have, a home. I have a car. I have a job. I have steady financial freedom. Like that opens up a lot of things that you don't have to think about, When people say things like money doesn't buy you happiness, and it's like, no, but money doesn't buy you happiness. It buys you time. It buys you time and it buys you a sense of emotional security that allows you to explore yourself and explore the world and explore what you really want to do, right? If you know that all your bills are paid and you're good, what would you do? What project would you be pursuing? What would you be doing with your time, right? If you knew that regardless, you're going to get paid and you're good, right? You're taken care of. What part of you could blossom? What part of you could grow? What part, like if you don't have that kind of fear looming over you, where could you really go? It's this kind of like, it develops a sense of ease, and it allows you to open up in a way that you can't when you are living paycheck to paycheck, or when you are constantly having to be like, okay, I got to do this, but I can't go here, but I can't go do that. And I got to save this money because I got to pay that bill, and I can't pay this bill. I got to move that back to this check. And then I got to move. When so much of your focus is having to be around just create a stable foundation, you can't really expand. You can't really invest. You can't really build a legacy for yourself because you're just worried about trying to survive till tomorrow. And this is about being able to get to a place where you do not have to feel like I just have to survive. I just have to survive. You can actually thrive. You can actually grow. You don't have to worry about surviving because your survival is there. You got it. Okay. You got it. Yeah. You got it. Good. Yeah. And it's this kind of sense of like, hey, like, what would you be doing if you didn't have to worry about all of your bills? If you could really honestly do whatever it is that you really wanted to do, that's what money can buy you. Money can buy you, having that project that most people just have a dream, making that your actual reality, where you're working that dream job because you don't have to worry about whether or not the finances will come in. And then when you're doing that you're supposed to be doing, that you really love, like, the finances will come, But a lot of people don't even get to that level of being able to do that because they are stuck in a vibration of living paycheck to paycheck, or just trying to survive. When you're constantly like, I would love to be doing all that. Yeah. Most people would love to be taking those classes. They'd love to be taking those trips. They'd love to be doing those things, but all those things take money, and you can't do those things if you do not have that healthy financial security. Right. And there's this kind of sense of like building a healthy financial security so that you can bloom emotionally, so that you can relax, Yes, exactly. Wheel of Fortune. So that you can get from out from under that wheel, and you can really step into your destiny with ease. Because when all that's handled, all the what ifs, but if, I would do that, but what about this? I would do that, but I can't afford it, but I can't do that. But what about time? But what about taking off time from work? But what about this? But what about that? All those but what ifs, they kind of go away, right? You put an end to all of those. Yeah. And all the things that were holding you down, no longer hold you back. All those things that make you feel trapped, you get that key, you get that freedom. Mm-hmm. Definitely, I feel like for some of you, this is definitely going to be like about emotional development here. And this could actually be like, yeah, I finally have, like I said before, I finally have that financial freedom. Yeah, I can go to the doctor every time I'm sick. I can go get a therapist. I can go get a counselor. I can go travel and take time off work when I need a break. I can do those things, and that makes me, and if I have that time and I have that security, that means when I'm at work, I can really focus on work and I can just get my work done. And that means that when I need to take my time off, I can take time off. When I need to work, I can work. There's more balance. There's something here about becoming a lot more balanced in your life. Yes, indeed. Yeah. And when all of this is taken care of, it's a lot easier, so if your intuition goes, okay, go to the beach this weekend, you're like, cool, let's go, booked, flight, done, or let's go do this. Yep. Taking the time off, done, booked, done, or I would love to take a class doing that. Cool. Got the time, got the money to book the class, got the money to get there, got the money to take the time off of work, got it. It's that kind of issue. It's like when something pops up, you can be like, yep, let's do it. Yep, I can go. Yep, I'm available. And that's the type of freedom that money or that having like that financial security can really give you. So no. Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it allows you to buy things and do things that do give you happiness, right? It gives you time and energy and freedom to expand. Yeah. And there is this kind of like sense of, there's not such a sense of like, everything is riding on this. Like, can I afford to do this, to take this leap of faith? Because I got to pay my bills, or I got to do this, right? I can't afford to get rejected. I can't afford, but if I know all my bills and stuff are paid, I can just put out whatever content I want, or I can just do whatever I want. And if it fails, cool, I can gather it back up and do it a different way, take constructive criticism. But when it's my family's livelihood is riding on whether or not this works or not, that's not like I can take a risk and just have a good time kind of energy, right? That's not that. And it keeps you from walking away from things that aren't good for you. Yeah, exactly. To gain your independence. To have a sense of like, I can do this. This is also the pre-empress energy, right? Because that mature woman came out kind of like in a blocked position. And so, yeah. I hear the train in the background. It's Archangel Michael. Yeah, Archangel Michael is here too, providing like a lot of healing and a lot of, I'm hearing like protection so that like roads can open. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, the world. So that new doorways can open and you can feel comfortable walking through them. Exactly. Absolutely. Passionately riding through them. Passionately making that decision like, yep, I can do this. Yes, I can go there. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can afford that. Like there's something care about that. Seven, 3, exactly. Exactly. Yes, I can walk away from that. Yeah, I can walk away from this and walk away from something better. It's kind of like this energy of like say that you're stuck at it, like say that you feel stuck at a job and you know that you really don't like this job, but you're like, I can't afford to quit this job. Bills are still going to come in due, I can't afford to walk away from this job. I don't like it, but it pays my bills. It's not really what I want to do, but but it also takes my energy, or I was like, oh, I'm just so exhausted. All I can do is just go home, spend time with the family, and then go to sleep. It's like, where is there time to take a class? Where is there time to go back to school? Where is there time to, sit down and educate myself and open up a business? Like, where is the time to do this? Like, I don't, what? Yeah. Tower, something's going to happen here and it's about to shake things up. But it definitely feels good. It feels good because it feels like, exactly, it feels like a brand new freaking beginning. I'm hearing another song. I don't know who sings it, but the song is called Gone. Yeah. Your freedom's cool, but not at my expense. How long before you're gone again? Yeah. So there's going to be a lot that's going to be happening pretty quickly, you know? And it might kind of leave you in the state where it's like, oh, okay. Everything worked out. Okay. They're showing me the scene from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where the dad is like, Chevy Chase's character is like up on the roof and he's like just sitting there like stapling it, and he like starts to try to like climb up on the roof and the ladder just falls and he's like, and he kind of just looks around and he's like, and he put the ladder back up and just climbs right back up it. And that's what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting you being like, like, okay, I'm safe. I'm okay. Okay. Did anybody see that? No? Okay. Okay. Let's just do that again. Okay. We're cool. I guess. Damn. Yes. And it's going to build your independence. It's going to really push you to get rid of, to put an end to this lesson, to learn this lesson, and to put it to an end, and finally, because you're not, because it's something you haven't done yet, and Spirit's saying, chop it off, cut it off, put it to an end. You know, and it's the freedom that you're going to feel on the other side of this is going to be crazy. Yeah. Yeah. But baby steps. Excuse me. Baby steps, you'll get there. Take your first steps and you'll get there. Again, this is another page to a queen. So again, this is this tower energy, right? Where you're going to go from this page energy to like immediate upgrade. Right? And then again, wait, it pulled all of those. It pulled the page of wands jumping up to the queen of wands, the page of pentacles jumping up to the queen of pentacles, the page of cups jumping up to the queen of cups. This is going to be a major upgrade. It's justice coming in. And you're going to feel like, okay, well, I guess I'm going into this. And then you're going to come out of it feeling like upgraded expert. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I could be teaching this class at the end of it. Like, that kind of energy where it's like, what? Like, it's like a major upgrade, major glow up, like skipping a step and moving up. Which is crazy because Spirit was like, just take a step. So, it's kind of almost like where Spirit's like, you're trying to take all these steps, but we're trying to tell you, if you go and do this. So, yeah, maybe your intuition is trying to tell you, like, you're feeling like Spirit's like telling you, just jump and skip steps. And Spirit's like, no. It's going to feel like you're going to jump and skip steps if you'll just go and do this thing that we tell you to do. Or if you'll just go down this path that we tell you to. Like, work smarter, not harder. Like, you're trying to manually do it, but we're trying to show you how to build a rocket ship. If you're trying to go to the stars, like, stick with us, kid. We'll show you how to build a rocket ship and blast off. But you're never going to get there. No matter how much you work out, no matter how many greens you eat, you're not going to be able to freaking jump and reach the stars, right? Which is why you feel confused. Here, come this way and we'll show you how to jump to the stars in 3.2 seconds if you just learn how to build this rocket ship and you're going to blast off. So there's something here about that where it's like, take some steps now and then like that big leap is going to happen for you. Yeah. Ooh. Spirit said, work with me. Work with me. Work with me. Learn these lessons. Work with me. And we're going to accomplish some things. But again, there's something here. It's draining your energy. It's keeping you smaller. It's keeping you in a sense of feeling like I'm not doing enough or I'm not there. You know, I'm not listening to my intuition. It's a decision that's on you to make. You have to make this decision to do this. Yeah. Emotionally, I do feel like there's something here like about your emotions keeping you tied here. Like this despair emotion keeping you tied here, you know, and it's keeping you in this energy of competition or in this energy of like going back and forth and fighting for it. There could be something here about fighting to be recognized or fighting to be seen as a certain way. And there's a part of you that really wants to be recognized, or there's a part of you that really wants to be noticed or seen, right? But it's like this part of you wants you to recognize it, wants you to notice it, wants you to give to it, wants you to thrive in it. You know, so this could be your inner child telling you like, hey, I got the secret sauce. Like, but you got to stop and quiet your mind and listen to me. You know, you got to do the inner child work to heal me and to create a connection with me. And that work ain't easy, because there's a lot of shadow work that comes with that too. You know, that comes with, especially if you had like childhood trauma or anything like that. You know, there's a lot of steps to uncovering that and tapping into that world for yourself, right? You can do it. This new beginning is going to be so beautiful for you. Heck yes. Okay. Well, that's what I have for you. This was a beautiful message. I really appreciate you guys being here with me today. I hope this brought the love, light, or clarity that you needed in your situation, all right? Thank you to your spirits, angels, guardians, ancestors, and guides for having you here, helping you to receive this message from me. Thank you to my angels, guardians, spirits, ancestors, and guides for helping me to deliver this message, as well as keeping me safe while they did so, as always. I appreciate you guys, as always. Thank you for those thank you for the donations. Thank you for my clients. Thank you for the people who work with me. Thank you for the people who purchase my deck. Thank you for all the kindness and the support, even likes, even just being here, watching the readings. I really appreciate you guys. You know, sitting through the commercials or everything that you do. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys so very, very much. Thank you for being my soul tribe. Thank you for being here with me, family. Okay. And, you know, I'm really proud of this journey that you're going on. Keep going. You got it. You're going to do this. You know, I believe in you. Trust in yourself and have faith in yourself, and be really sweet and nice to yourself, because you deserve it. Right. So thank you guys so very much again. Okay. If you feel guided to share this, please do it. Like it. If you like the content, comment down below and let me know if it resonated for you. Yeah, if you're interested in getting a personal reading with me, my contact information is down below. And have a wonderful day, okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me, and I'll see you in the next one, lovelies. Bye!